Hello, welcome to ICE's Thought for the Week. My name is Doug, and this week we're thinking about how can I change the world? So many people throughout history have changed this world for good and for bad. One person who definitely changed the world for good was William Wilberforce. Wilberforce was an MP in the British Parliament in the 1700s. He's best remembered as the man who fought for the abolition of the slave trade in the UK. This was an incredible feat, but it wasn't easy. Slavery was an incredibly profitable business. Wilberforce fought so hard, he protested, he held debates, he held rallies, he wrote books on the subject, and he collaborated with different people and with both sides of the political divide at the time. And after 20 years of doing that, he finally achieved his goal, and the abolition of the slave trade happened in 1807. It was an incredible achievement, but what motivated Wilberforce to do that? Well, it was his faith. Wilberforce once wrote, "God Almighty has set before me two great objects, the suppression of the slave trade and the reformation of manners." Having a faith in something, or having hope that the future can be different to how the world is now, is something we need if we want to change the world. But what can we do? Wilberforce was an incredible person. It's hard to imagine that we could do anything coming close to the difference that he made. But it's important to know that even little changes make a big difference. Over the last few weeks, the UK has hosted perhaps the most important climate change summit ever, and it's got lots of us thinking about the difference that we can make for the climate. For example, reducing the amount of meat that we consume is a little change that can make a big difference. In fact, if we cut meat like chicken out of our diet entirely, and we live for the expected 81 years, then we would save a massive 29,063 kilograms worth of carbon dioxide not being put into the atmosphere. That's the same as driving from Exeter to Edinburgh and back 116 times. That's a lot of CO2. All of that saved by just a little change that you make. Changing the world is hard work, but it's also achievable. My questions for you today are, what would motivate you to change the world? How would you want the world to be changed? And what difference can you make towards that change?